Hello and welcome. Before we get started, I want to mention that this is about the Access Pass. It's not a walkthrough tutorial. I don't have the game yet. I'm going to be doing that hands-on on launch day when the game comes out. But for now, I just want to go over what was posted on the official website, like I did a couple of years ago when I first started my YouTube journey. It's actually one of my most successful videos, and I'm really proud about that. And this is one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. It seems like the process is a little bit more simple this time. We all know it was called the Legacy Pack in the last game, and that was a convoluted mess. I still get a ton of comments to this day, 2 years later, about how some people are having some issues with it and how you needed both games installed and you had to go in the first game and all this kind of crazy stuff. Now, essentially, this access pass for Hitman 1 and 2 to import those levels into 3, they're being looked at as DLC, and everything's going to be done automatically, at least on console. PC, we'll get into that in a moment. So, Hitman 3 again allows players to access locations from all the previous games in the trilogy, Hitman 1 and 2, and play them all under one roof. Essentially, we have set up H1 and H2 as DLC for Hitman 3, and you can buy or redeem the Access Pass and get access to its content within Hitman 3. So it's going to be within the game. That means you're not going to need to have downloaded Hitman 2 or Hitman 1 like I thought you may have, because the last time you did. So, for example, if you buy the Hitman 2 Standard Access Pass DLC for Hitman 3, you'll get access to the locations and missions included in the Hitman 2 Standard Edition within Hitman 3. In addition to the option of purchasing an Access Pass, it's also possible to redeem or download an Access Pass for no additional cost. And if you've already purchased that content from the same store that you have pre-ordered or purchased Hitman 3. So again, doesn't matter what console family. If you're on Xbox One and then you went to Series X, you're still within the same family. Same thing, PS4, PS5, right? And to make this happen again, we detect what you've already have installed for Hitman 2 and make the corresponding Access Pass available for no additional cost on that same store. Note, if you only own Hitman 1, you'll need to import that content into Hitman 2 first via the instructions in our Legacy Pack Frequently Asked Questions. I don't think a lot of people will have Hitman 1 and not have Hitman 2, though that is possible, but the game is on sale right now. I think it's like 80% off on most platforms, so you might want to skedaddle on that. Okay, this process will work between console generations, like I just said. So, for example, if you own Hitman 2 on PS4, you'll be able to download the Access Pass DLC in Hitman 3 for both PS4 and PS5. The same applies to Xbox family of consoles as well. And then it says here that we know this is a lot of information. You know, you've got up to like 5 different options for Access Pass, but it'll make more sense once you actually see it played out, which is obviously not something I can do right now for obvious reasons. Now, the boring stuff. Hitman 1 Game of the Year Access Pass includes locations and missions currently available in Hitman 1 Game of the Year Edition. I see a facility, Paris, Sapienza, Marrakesh, Bangkok, Colorado, Hokkaido. 3x Game of the Year escalations and rewards and 4-time Patient Zero campaign missions. How to get it on console. If you've previously downloaded the Hitman 1 Legacy Pack, Hitman 1 Game of the Year Legacy Pack, or Hitman 1 Game of the Year upgrade for Hitman 2, you'll be able to download it at no additional cost. Yes, that is correct. It's a free upgrade to the Game of the Year edition if you only own the standard edition of Hitman 1. Awesome. The price for this Access Pass will be listed as free when you look for it in the store, in the Hitman 3 store. So is what I'm understanding. Disc. If you own a version of Hitman 1 on disc, you must follow the process in the Legacy Pack FAQ to access that content in Hitman 2 and then redeem this Access Pass. And there was a link for it just a little bit up there that you would have to click on the link down below and go to that. And then PC Epic, if you've pre-purchased or purchased Hitman 3 on the Epic Game Store, within the first 10 days of launch, you'll be able to get Hitman 1 Game of the Year Access Pass for no additional charge whatsoever. And in addition, if you own or redeem a free copy of Hitman to complete first season on the Epic Games Store when it was available for free, you'll still be able to download this Access Pass at any time after purchasing Hitman 3. So you don't have to wait 10 days. It could be 1,000 days if you want. Hitman 2 Standard Access Pass includes locations and missions currently available in the Hitman 2 Standard Edition. Hawke's Bay, Miami, Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, don't ask me what that was, Whittleton Creek, Isle of Zgale, plus one sniper assassin map, Himmelstein. That sounds German. Randsteinwichser. I really gotta stop that. How to get it. Consoles, if you own a digital copy of Hitman 2 Standard Edition or Hitman 2 Silver Gold, you will be able to download this Access Pass for no additional cost. The price for this Access Pass will be listed as free when you look for it in the store. Disc, see below. PC Epic, as Hitman 2 was not available on the Epic Games Store, we have set up an 80% discount for this Access Pass for the first 14 days after Hitman 3's launch. And that was the controversy in the other video that I just made about how PC players have to go and spend a little bit of money again. And that kind of sucks. However, your progress still carries over. I got to mention that to that guy that commented because he doesn't think you can do that. So even if you don't end up, carrying over the Access Pass, your progress from Hitman 2 still carries over. Hitman 2 Standard Access Pass on disc includes locations and missions currently available in the Hitman 2 Standard Edition, Hawke's Bay, Miami, Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, Whittleton Creek, Isle of Zgale, plus one sniper assassin map, Himmelstein. Did I already read that? I may have. How to get it on consoles. If you own a physical copy of Hitman 2 Standard Edition, you'll be able to download this Access Pass for no additional cost through the Hitman 2 in-game store. You will see the full listing price if you look at the Access Pass in the PS Xbox Store as a disc owner. On Xbox, you'll also need to own a digital copy of either Hitman 3 or the Hitman 2 free starter pack before navigating to the in-game store. So that's really important here because this can be a little bit wonky for people that have discs. I still know a lot of people that use discs. I think they're useless, but people still use them. Hitman 2 Gold Access Pass includes locations and missions currently available in the Hitman 2 Gold Edition. Hawke's Bay, Miami, Santa Fortuna, Mumbai, Whittleton Creek, Isle of Zgale, New York, Haven Island, plus the three sniper assassin maps, Himmelstein, Hantu Port, Siberia, and 4 special assignments. How to get it, again on consoles, if you own a digital copy of Hitman 2 Gold Edition, you'll be able to download this Access Pass for no additional cost. The price for the Access Pass will be listed as free when you look for it from within the store inside of Hitman 3. So it says. Again, I'll be doing a video on that live on launch day. Disc. If you bought the Hitman 2 Disc Gold Edition, it will have included a download code for the Hitman 2 Expansion Pass. You need to use that to get access to the content from the Gold Edition. See below. PC Epic, as Hitman 2 again was not available on the Epic Games Store, we've set up an 80% discount for this Access Pass for the first 14 days of Hitman 3's launch. Also grant access to the Hitman 2 Expansion Access Pass. Hitman 2 Expansion Access Pass includes locations and missions currently available in Hitman 2 Expansion Pass New York, Haven Island, plus the 3 sniper assassin maps, Himmelstein, Hantu, Port Siberia, 4-time special assignments. How to get it. If you own a digital copy of Hitman 2 Gold Edition, you'll be able to download this Access Pass for no additional cost. The price for the Access Pass will be listed again as free when you look for it in the store. Disc, if you own a physical copy of Hitman 2 Gold Edition, you'll be able to download this Access Pass for no additional cost because a download code, as I mentioned, for the Hitman 2 Expansion Pass was included in the box. If you have redeemed that code, the price for this Access Pass will be listed as free when you look for it in the store. Now, Hitman 3 Access Pass on PC. We've done everything possible to make this process smooth and player-friendly. However, due to various circumstances outside of our control, we want to acknowledge that the process is different to our initial plans for PC players. We also want to share some of the initiatives we've set up to make sure that PC players have the chance to keep enjoying the benefits of the world of assassination. The Hitman 1 Game of the Year Access Pass will be available to claim in the first 10 days after launch for anyone who purchases or pre-orders any edition of Hitman 3 on Epic Games Store. And again, owners of Hitman 1 on Epic Games Store, including all players who claimed it, When it was available for free in August, we'll get a free upgrade to the Hitman 1 Game of the Year Access Pass at any time after purchasing Hitman 3, like I mentioned earlier. And the Hitman 2 Standard Access Pass and Hitman 2 Gold Access Pass will be 80% off for the first 14 days after launch on the Epic Game Store and will continue to be discounted regularly thereafter. Our hope is that in these initiatives help to ensure that Hitman 3 PC players are able to enjoy the new game with full access to Hitman 1 and their progression carried over as a minimum. Hitman 3 Access Pass on Stadia. Due to the convenient setup of Hitman 1 to 3 on Stadia, the Access Pass system is simply not required. Players will continue to have access to the locations they already own through Hitman World of Assassination, or can purchase the games that they don't own through the Stadia store. And in closing, Hitman 3 Access Pass on Switch. Hitman 3 is the first game in the trilogy to be made available on the Nintendo Switch, and therefore, as such, each relevant Access Pass is available for purchase through the Hitman 3 in-game store. And there you have it. So in closing, it still seems kind of complicated, doesn't it? But like I said, the whole progression and Access Pass, because of how long it took to narrate, that's why I kept them separate. I was going to do all this in one video. I'm glad I made 2 separate videos for this. And I'll call those like walkthrough tutorials or whatever. It's pretty straightforward stuff. However, again, I'm just being honest. In the 2 years I've been on YouTube, most of my videos don't do well. They don't. Like a good 90% of my videos are junk. The very small percentage of videos that have allowed me to make quite a decent monthly income on YouTube are these types of videos, surprisingly. They're the ones that kind of go semi-viral, for what I consider semi-viral, and it catapults my channel through the roof. I get tons of views and subscribers, and I'm very grateful for that. So that is the kind of stuff I like covering on my channel. Things like this, pieces of information that can help people, even if it's just narrating over what's on the webpage. Oftentimes, it's to bring the awareness that this is even out. I didn't know any of this stuff until late last night. Some people right now around the world have no flippin' idea how any of this works. Up until I made this video about 15 minutes ago, I didn't even know that the Legacy Pass this time around is called the Access Pass. Just little things like that, right? So, or how the process was going to work. So as always, if you like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm, bumping my channel up the ladder of relevancy so that I am more likely to be found by new people when they're searching on Google or YouTube or anywhere else for that matter. And like I've mentioned in every video now since I found that out, the thumbs up is more of just a pat on the back to let me know that you liked it. It actually makes a big difference. And if you want to play around with that, you didn't like the video, you can go ahead and give it a thumbs down. And I'll just make sure when you play the game, I snipe your trigger finger. All your fingers are gone with like a ninja star, and your hands will look like that. You won't be able to play the game. That's my point. You'll have to repurchase it again if you want to start anew. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and hopefully I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.